Imagine a world where entire countries have vanished, swallowed by the relentless tide of climate change, political turmoil, and internal strife. It sounds like a dystopian novel, but for some nations, this could be a reality in just 50 years. Let's dive into a few of these countries facing existential threats. First up, the Maldives. This stunning archipelago in the Indian Ocean is famous for its crystal-clear waters and vibrant coral reefs. However, it's also one of the most vulnerable nations to rising sea levels. With an average elevation of just 1.5 meters above sea level, scientists predict that much of the Maldives could be underwater by the end of the century. The government is already exploring options for relocation. But where do you move an entire nation? Next, we have Tuvalu, another small island nation that's facing a similar fate. Tuvalu is often cited as a poster child for climate change. With its land area barely above sea level, the country is at risk of disappearing entirely. The people of Tuvalu are already experiencing the effects of climate change, with saltwater intrusion affecting their freshwater supplies and agriculture. The question looms, will Tuvalu become a ghost of its former self, or will the international community step in to help? Now, let's shift our focus to Taiwan. This island has a unique geopolitical situation, caught between its identity and the looming threat from China. The tension in the Taiwan Strait is palpable, and many fear that a conflict could lead to Taiwan's annexation. If that were to happen, it wouldn't just be a political shift, it would mean the loss of a vibrant culture and a thriving democracy. The stakes are incredibly high, and the future remains uncertain. Then there's North Korea, a country that has long been shrouded in mystery and isolation. The regime's internal collapse is a real possibility, given its economic struggles and the pressure from international sanctions. If the government were to fall, the aftermath could lead to chaos, with millions of people facing uncertainty. The question is, would the world step in to help, or would it be left to fend for itself? Finally, let's talk about Belgium. Yes, Belgium. While it may seem stable now, the country is grappling with deep-seated divisions between its Flemish and Walloon regions. The political landscape is fragmented, and there's a growing sentiment among some Flemish nationalists for independence. If these tensions escalate, we could see a scenario where Belgium as we know it ceases to exist, leading to a reconfiguration of power in Europe. As we look at these countries, it's clear that the challenges they face are complex and multifaceted. Climate change, political instability, and internal divisions are not just abstract concepts. They have real implications for the people living there. The future is uncertain, but one thing is for sure. The world needs to pay attention to these nations and the lessons they offer about resilience and adaptation in the face of overwhelming odds.